KatFit Workouts. So today we're doing an upper body Tricep Series 1. Let's go over the 3 exercises and the challenge exercise. We'll be starting with an overhead tricep press. This can be done standing. I'm going to be doing it seated. I'm using, again, my reformer today. You can use a chair, you can use a bench. I'm using a kettlebell for my overhead tricep presses here. You can also use dumbbells, and you might want to have several options here. Different weights, so that if you reach fatigue but you want to continue going, you can always go lighter on your weights so that you're not injuring yourself. With an overhead tricep press, principles are basically the same whether you're standing or seated or kneeling. So the weight's going to go over your head here. Elbows should be about above the shoulders, above the head, staying close together and fairly parallel. You're going to bend the elbows, dropping that weight down behind you, and then you're going to extend the elbows, bring that weight overhead. You want to avoid upper body extension, as that will pull into your upper back here. If it starts to bother your wrists, go down to a lighter weight. Now the next exercise we'll be doing is a tricep dip. Again, it can be done on a bench, chair, and then I'll go over a modified version. So you want to have your palms facing behind you. Heel of the hand is on the bench or the chair. Your hips are below the shoulders here. And you're going to be bending those elbows directly behind you, dropping your hips down, lifting back up. The lower you go, the more it challenges the triceps, but be careful of your shoulders. So if you start to feel it in the shoulders, make your range smaller here. To modify, you can always keep your hips down. You can do this on the floor. You can still use a bench or a chair. You would keep your hips at the edge of the chair or on the floor here, and your hands go directly behind you. Palms facing back, fingertips forward here. From there, you're putting most of your weight into the heel of the hand, still doing some bending and extending. The difference is you're not going to fully extend the arms. So our third exercise is skull crusher. For this, I am going to be using some dumbbells because I may need to drop down to a single weight here. So you'll lay all the way down onto your back. This can be done on the floor or on a bench here. You want to bring your arms overhead. And I like my palms facing each other when I've got heavier weights. You're going to bend the elbows, bringing the head of the weight to your forehead here. Try to keep your elbows above the shoulders as you do this and fully extend the arms. Now, if you need to go down to a single weight, you can grab a hold of the dumbbell on both ends here. Palms can still face each other. It's the same movement, but you also might be able to turn your palms to face your knees. Both are going to target your triceps. Again, be careful of your shoulder. If you need to go lighter, you can always go lighter on your weight. For our challenge exercise, we're going to be doing tricep push-ups. Now, again, I'm going to be using a bench or my reformer here. You can use a chair. You can even just do this on the floor, which is very challenging. You have the option to do full tricep push-ups, which means your elbows are bending close to the ribs each time. Chest is about in between those arms, or you modify with your knees down. When you're doing a modified push-up, hips come forward and you stay in line. Shoulders, hips, knees. I might get a little bit of both in. A minute's a long time, so take it as needed, but try to continue the whole minute.